Hey everybody, it's Lee. Gonna do some Budokon and then some regular martial arts. Budokon is a yoga and martial arts combination. You can't see where I'm at. Oh, that's right. Wrong camera.
This means patience in Japanese. Rising up, we draw the hands to the lap. We bring the hands together to prayer, namaste. Let us honor the light in one another. Let's release the hands to the knees, prepare for a spinal warm-up. So on the inhale, we're going to extend the spine and gaze up. Shoulders broaden. Exhale, chin to chest, belly contracts, spine flexes. And again, inhale, gazing up, spine lengthens. Exhale, chin to chest, spine rounds. Inhale, gazing up, lengthening, shoulders broadening, chin to chest, spine flexes, belly contracts. Come to a neutral spinal position. Interlace the fingers, palms now press away from your body. Shoulder heads draw down, spine is long. Draw the hands back together and then up above the head, palms rising to the sky, shoulder heads drawing down the back. Now we're going to release the hand and re-interlace the hands behind the back. Shoulders drawing wide, gaze drawing up, spine is long. Let's draw the hands to the right hip. Keep the spine long. Draw the elbows together, really opening up across the shoulders. Let's move to the left side. Again, shoulders broadening, elbows drawing together. Now release the hands. Let's draw them to the front of the mat and come up onto all fours. Step the knees back a bit, settle yourself in. We're going to lay back into child's pose. From here, we're going to move into rolling away from the knees. Rising up, rolling vertebra to vertebra forward. Cobra hook forms, pelvis lowers, gaze rises. Chin to chest, cobra hood again forms, we press back, child's pose. And again, we roll forward, vertebra to vertebra. Cobra hook forms, pelvis lowers, gaze rises, upward facing dog. Chin to chest, activate the belly, cobra hook forms, we roll back, child's pose. Rising up, rolling through the spine, pelvis lowers, gaze rises. Chin to chest, cobra hook forms, rolling back, sit bones to heels. And finally, we roll forward once more, vertebra to vertebra, rolling into upward facing dog. Chin to chest, we roll back, child's pose. From here, we're going to drop to a 4-point base, shoulder heads over the wrists, stepping back to plank or high push-up. Belly strong, spine is long, pressing back to downward facing dog. Let's take a moment, stretch the calves, pressing the heels into the floor opposite one another. Keep the spine long, the shoulder heads drawn down the back. Palms and hands rooting into the floor with fingers spread wide. From here, we prepare for rolling wave. Rising up on the balls of the feet, we activate the belly, rolling vertebra to vertebra forward into our cobra hood, pelvis lowering, finally ending up in a modified up-facing dog or floating up-facing dog. Chin to chest, rolling back, cobra hood, all the way peaking, heels finally lowering back into downward facing dog. And again, we rise. Belly contracts, spine rolls, cobra hood, shoulder heads drawing away from the ears. We lower the pelvis, modified up facing dog. Chin to chest, we rise with the belly, rolling back, heels to the floor. Stay with your natural breath. And again, heels rise, belly contracts, spine rolls, vertebra to vertebra forward. Shoulder heads right over the wrists as we lower the pelvis and come into upward facing dog. Chin to chest, cobra hood, rolling back, working the heels back to the floor. Heels rising, belly activating, spine rolling, vertebra to vertebra, cobra hood activating, pelvis lowering, modified up facing dog. Chin to chest, rolling back, heels to the floor. Let's lower the knees, settling back into child's pose for 3 breaths. Arms by the sides. Remember, this movement is not about quantity, it's about quality. Take the time to stop, rest when you need to, come back to the practice again. From child's pose, we're going to walk the hands out in front of the body. Spread your fingers. Root the hands into the floor. Make sure the hands are shoulders width distance apart. We press up into plank, and then finally back to downward facing dog. Draw the feet together, big toe joints touching. Take the right leg to the sky, neutral pelvis, demi point. Draw the heel to the sit bone, begin rolling the spine, draw the knee towards the nose, hold cobra hood, and take it back to the sky. And once more, knee draws in, belly activates, cobra hood forms, and hold. And now back to the sky, full extension of the right leg. Right foot now draws back to the floor. Left leg draws to the sky, neutral pelvis, demi point. We begin to roll forward into the cobra hood, hold, work the foot back to the sky, stay with your natural breath. And again, knee rolls forward, cobra hood forms, we hold, we take the foot back to the sky. And finally, left foot down next to right, preparing for rolling lunges. Right leg now rises, neutral pelvis, demi point. As we roll the right knee to the outside of the right shoulder, placing the foot on the floor, pelvis lowers, gaze rises. We shift back, stretch for the front right hamstring. Lowering the pelvis, we gaze up. We shift back, lengthen out the right leg. This time we shift into a neutral position, activate the cobra hood, rechamber the leg, and extension back to the sky. Right leg lowers to the floor. Left leg now rises. As we roll the left knee to the outside of the left shoulder, we hold in cobra hood for just a moment, placing the foot onto the floor, pelvis lowers, gaze rises. Let's shift back now, get a hamstring stretch out of that left leg. Shifting forward with the pelvis, gaze up, drawing back once more, lengthening that hamstring. Then we come into a neutral position. Activate the cobra hood, create space. Heel to sit bone, rechamber the foot, take it back to the sky. Left leg draws to the floor. Right leg rises. Roll the right knee to the outside of the right arm.
was a little bit of yoga, and now I'll do an intermediate martial arts form. Tomorrow I'll go further in this sequence and probably won't do the martial arts form, just do the continue on further with the Budokon. So I'll do this slow, a couple different angles maybe. Find my breath. Right. Kick. Block. Cover. Punch. Middle knuckle. Elbow. Knife hand. Rolling backhand. Inside kick. Foot. Block cover. Punch. Turn the hand over. Rub the spear hand along the meridians and opening up the fingers into wedge block. Kick. Land. Cover the knee. Step back. Cover the knee again. Turning into hook stance. X block. Side kick. Circular knife hand. Bring the hands together. Sweeping around. Hit and hit. One more time from the other angle. And then that'll be it for today, and then I'll go further tomorrow. So from the other angle. That's as much gas as I've got in me today. But please stay tuned tomorrow and I'll go further. Just a little bit tired from work. But I'd rather stream a little bit. And if that's all the time you have in your life is just like 5 or 10 minutes here, by all means, please get moving and do some exercise. A little bit every day accumulates as opposed to just doing 2 hours one day and then you never do it for another week. You might as well split it up a little each day, and that can accumulate to a bunch of practice. See if somebody else is doing health and fitness, and we'll go raid. Then I'll be back tomorrow at about 8:30 Mountain Standard Time. See if somebody else is doing health and fitness, and we'll go raid. See you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for taking time to